Becoming a parent is a life-changing event. We road test 5 first-time parents on the greatest ride of their lives as they share the first 4 months of life after birth. Tonight, our mums and dads find first weeks at home throw routines into turmoil.
If we take our boards, we won't be able to take Tink, and she's going nuts now already.
And it's all about the breasts.
The milk started to come in today. This morning I woke up like, whoa.
It feels like you're passing fire through your nipples.
I tried like the breast milk straight from the nipple, and she wouldn't nurse me. And so I'm like, hold me like you would hold the baby.
24-year-old childcare worker Amy and 25-year-old surfing filmmaker Glenn have enjoyed chasing waves around the world. The last thing on their mind was babies.
I was so shocked. I started crying and I called Glenn, who was at work, and I said, I just peed on a stick and it came back positive. And he said to me, oh, can I call you back? I've just been in the line to get my lunch for about 20 minutes. I'll call you back when I get my food. And I was like, are you joking?
But I was the next person to be served, and if I hadn't have been served, I would have missed my lunch, so...
Another thing Glenn made sure he didn't miss was the arrival of his son, Mako.
This is our first family photo together. When he was born, the next day I put this status up and put a few photos, and it got 208 likes.
Hi, little man.
Amy's bestie, Monique, can't wait to hear the intimate details of the birth.
Did he just put his hand in to assist?
No, he put his finger around trying to stretch it, and then, because he couldn't, he just got a knife and cut it.
So did you film anything at the hospital?
No, I was too busy.
He was being a doctor.
Doctor held one leg and I held the other.
I downloaded the pregnancy app, a contraction app. I've got a baby app. You click on left or right, whatever he's feeding on, and so the next time you go on, it will tell you what side you're up to, just in case you forget. I do Google things before I ask someone, just in case I'm being paranoid or whatever, but Google always makes you even more paranoid.
Tinky.
I still don't feel like I'm a mum yet. It doesn't feel real.
She's obsessed with you.
This feels like I'm looking after someone else's child. It's so weird. It just feels like a dream, the whole thing.
Glenn is also trying to come to terms with his new identity as a dad.
Isn't that what people do when they have a baby?
And best mate Mitch is helping him get into the role.
Congratulations.
You're not supposed to breathe it in.
This is me and you bonding thing.
Horrible.
And this home is packed to the rafters, so Amy and Glenn are going to get plenty of help.
Mako's birth brings the number of people in this house to 9. It's a crazy house. It has been for a while, but it's fine. It's fine. It's interesting. We have 4 generations here.
I think living with Glenn's family and having the baby, I think it will be really hard. They're all lovely people and they're very supportive, and we'll always have a babysitter. But I guess privacy and time with just us as a family, and having a new baby around, might disrupt other people's lives, and I think I'll feel a bit on edge about that as well.
My house is a pretty big house. I've lived in the same house for my whole life. I'm definitely happy to still be here for the moment. Yes, please. Would you like some steak? 2, please.
He wants to be a kid. I think his friends would describe him as Peter Pan. He doesn't want to grow up.
Harry and Marty are also dealing with suddenly becoming a family after splitting up 6 months earlier.
I think we're still in shock. We had just sort of semi-gotten comfortable with the dynamic between us before she arrived, and now it's shifted again. So we have to get used to that, as well as getting used to her.
Now the accidental parents face a new challenge.
I'm going back to work tomorrow. I've taken up a position in the rocks. So that's going to be an added strain on us, of course. Leaving Harry by herself. I'm actually a bit worried because at the moment there's a lot of hormones going through.
Why are you tired? You slept more than anyone else in this house.
Mm-hmm. I don't have a billion hormones going through me.
Oh, true. You should try and remember that next time you get snappish at me, by the way.
I think when we're talking about snappishness, it's me copying it.
So far, I haven't
actually lost my temper and started throwing things at him yet.
I'm going to go out there now.
That was a joke.
Zeke the cat is also keeping his distance.
Marty's really been amazing, and I know that I shouldn't be feeling a bit left out. I know that's a bit silly, but I feel like I missed out a little bit because I wasn't able to look after her for the first couple of days because I was recovering and I was too ill, so that by the time I was actually able to get out of bed and do stuff for her, it had already been established that that's his job.
Harry's only job so far has been to feed, and even that's been a battle.
It's really fucking painful. It feels like you're passing fire through your nipples. It's pretty fucking horrible.
But she's determined to get on top of things before Marty starts his new job.
It's actually a lot easier having the pump on than it is having her on because it's less suction. This is what my life's become.
Daisy the milking cow.
It's really undignified.
Surreal. It's a surreal process.
Next, she gets a lesson in bathing the baby. But the first thing to take a dive is her confidence.
So, do you want to do this?
I don't know how to hold her.
Marty tries to snap her out of it.
Somewhere in my wallet, I might even still have it from when we first started dating. There is a little sign saying, it's all about Harry. Yes, there you go. This is, I think, from the first or second date we ever went on.
Why do you still have that?
Because rule number one now is don't drop the baby.
Are you gonna float?
Yeah, she's gonna float. Yeah. Drop your arm. Let her head just float. There you go, that's it.
She's still alive. The baby is still breathing.
And Zeke is back to share the love.
What do you say, mate? You want to cool down? Now he's clean as well. So it's double bath time.
The very first thing you do is clean her eyes.
God, I thought we just dunked her in.
Kiri is getting plenty of help from her mum, Alida, who's staying for the next 2 weeks. Alida used to be a midwife.
So got my own personal midwife here at home with me, and she's just amazing. Damien's gone back to work straight away, so that is really hard for him and hard for me because he's not here. And if Mum wasn't here, it would be very hard if I was doing it on my own, really hard. She's getting the hang of it, Mum. Good. Like relatching by herself. Oh, my milk started to come in today. Yeah, this morning I woke up like, whoa. They just like blew up overnight. It's like half the size of her.
And as the feeding sessions step up, so do the sleepless nights. But that's not going to hold Damien back.
Going to the gym. Feels like I've been in a boxing ring with Mike Tyson last night, but we're going for round 2 now. So we're going to go do a leg workout today with Christine. Let's do it. I want to make sure that I've got time for myself. It's very important that I do my daily fitness, that I keep that routine.
It's going to be pretty intense.
Intense.
Wow. 15. Yeah, I would have woken him up heaps of times during the night because I had Matisse in the room with us, so in her little bassinet. So, yeah, he probably didn't get much sleep at all, and then he was up at the gym at 6:30 this morning. So, oh, poor little thing.
It's very important to keep in shape. You can easily let yourself go. Most of the time when you've got a little one, you're sitting around doing nothing. Trying to get that good 1 hour exercise a day is very important. And also getting out of the house.
This is where I go to sleep. Christine's unbelievable. She knows every body part. Not only we do a good workout, she just makes me feel a million times better when I come down here.
Okay.
And straight up. She makes me brand new. I'm pumped. Pumped for a good day.
All right, champ. Thank you.
Damien's flat out running the family blinds business, as well as his own private ventures.
Just all paperwork. Paperwork, never ends.
So if Dad can't get home, Kiri brings baby Matisse to the office.
Beautiful. What's Mummy doing to you? Come on, darling. Come on. Come on. Sit here, darling.
He can't stop. He's constantly thinking of the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. So, yeah, all the time on the phone. It does not stop.
In our relationship, definitely Kira will be looking after the kids. All right, so you got that under control now? The reason why I didn't take any maternity leave was because I'm close to home and also I've got my mother-in-law. That worked out quite well.
Alan is also getting help from his mother-in-law, who's spending 4 weeks with the couple. She's installed herself in the kitchen to ensure that Jennifer sticks to the Taiwanese confinement menu.
I've got 2 bowls of things to drink this morning. One is the herbal tea and one is the red bean soup. Drinking it 2-3 times a day is just yucky. You should try it.
Good Lord. It's very earthy, like dirt.
With Jennifer still recovering, Dr. Allen is turning into a very hands-on dad.
Oh, there he goes. He just peed on me and the table and himself. In the last 6 days of his life, I have gotten more poo and urine on me than I have in 6 months of a general surgery rotation. Good to go. There we go.
Right now, it's kind of hard to breastfeed the baby because when he sucks on one of the nipple, the other one leaks, so I will need more than 2 hands. So I'll try and express the milk and then feed him with a bottle.
Milk production goes into full swing and the couple start a spreadsheet.
Just in the 12 hours from noon yesterday to midnight, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 feeds and 1, 2, 3, 4 diaper changes.
Huh? 4?
3. That one's 9:40, sorry. I didn't expect to feel this out of my depths. Like, no idea what I'm doing. Do you want to make it 70?
70, 80, doesn't matter. 70. We've been feeding him like once every hour at times. Is that normal?
And he's booing, he's peeing. That's the most important
And he's
thing.
not crying like crazy.
Well, only when he's hungry. Still every 2 hours, which is crazy.
So I got really excited when my milk came through because I was like, yes, I'm finally like a real mum, like my boobs are doing what they're meant to be doing, sort of a thing.
I think it's a nightmare breastfeeding. I had to stop breastfeeding in the first week because it was bleeding so bad. We were giving ours body milk. The pediatrician said it's not good to give them body milk. They would vomit.
I love it, man. My wife's got breasts. Like, wow. Woo! Nice.
What?
I mean, it's like a zoo. You can see, but you can't really touch. But at least you know, there's something to walk by and have a look at.
She said to me when she first started breastfeeding, a midwife came around and she started saying, oh, you can massage the breasts while the baby's doing it. I was like, yeah, okay, sure.
I can help. I think I can.
Yeah, I enjoy it. She just sort of sticks on and that's it. But I get it everywhere. If the breast is full, if I'm not careful, it's like... like this.
Amy went to a wedding last weekend and she came home from the wedding and she goes, oh yeah, Monique tried my milk and the bride tried my milk.
What, she latched on your missus?
No, apparently a bit from her hand or something. I don't know. Don't know how it ended up in there, but...
Are they close or something? Close friend?
Really?
I don't even know the bride.
You know how like chicks go to the bathroom together? That's probably what they're doing in their way.
I was so excited that I could sleep on my stomach after I gave birth. But then when you're breastfeeding, you got to sleep on your back anyway. Like,
yeah, exactly.
I tried like the breast milk straight from the nipple, like, and like she wouldn't nurse me, and so I'm like, hold me like you would hold the baby. She's like, no. She's like, and when you try it, and when you try it, that's enough. And she's like, get off, or I'm gonna punch you in the face.
So what did it taste like?
It was a bit gooey kind of thing, but yeah, it was just really sweet and like.
You just have to wait and try it.
Yeah, as soon as I go home tonight.
4 days after bringing baby home, Kiri's feeling uncertain about the changes to her life.
It's like I really miss Damo. I really want, I really miss him being around. Got to see when Damo's going to get home. You start thinking about all the things you've done, just the two of you, and how much I appreciate those times. Damo and I going out for dinner, just the two of us. Both grandmas are coming to look after Matisse. Yeah, I see. I better go feed her. I think Damien's very afraid that I'm not going to have enough love to give around. That he keeps mentioning it, like, oh, don't forget about me. Daddy's here. I haven't even been home a week. I should feel really bad about it. We'll see how long we last. Totally creased again.
If she gets really distressed, I will ring you.
Okay.
Even if you're halfway through your steak,
Yeah.
I will ring.
All right, let's go, honey, quick. All right, I'll see you soon.
How do you feel?
Yeah, a bit anxious getting out of the house. I don't want to be too long either.
What do you need to call Mum for? She'll call you. You need to relax, honey. It's your time.
I know. I'll send her a text.
Do you want some boots? Pretty cool. You miss me?
Yeah, of course I
Doesn't seem like it, babe. You're too busy to miss me.
do. Tonight to celebrate Matisse and just have a little bit of time together.
Let's actually spend some quality time together.
Yeah.
Not celebrate Matisse, babe. I think Matisse is doing great. We've celebrated and we're going to celebrate a lot more, but I think it's actually just spending some quality time together that, you know, you miss me a lot and I miss you, and it's good to catch up and have a nice dinner together.
Yeah. We used to come here all the time. We haven't been here for ages. So worried about you losing sleep, babe, and getting up and going to the gym at 6:30.
I feel great. I'll be whinging if I'm tired. I'm not tired.
So you're going to the gym tomorrow?
I'll go 5 days a week, babe. I have to. I didn't want to miss out on the routine.
They're just finishing their first course when Kiri decides to cut their quality time short.
Couldn't wait for the last thing. I thought, nah, let's get it takeaway and you can eat it at home. She's crying now. I can feel it. I can feel it.
Quick, quick, quick. Where is she?
Babe, don't tease me. Is she okay? Asleep.
Sound asleep.
Babe, you relax. I've got it covered.
Glenn is also determined to hang on to his lifestyle.
I don't want the baby to stop us from doing what we want to do. If there's something that we want to do, there's got to be a way we can do it.
We're going to take him to the beach so that Daddy can have a surf.
Tink, wanna go walk? Walkies? Come here.
But with excess baggage of baby, boards and toy poodle Tinky, the trip to the beach creates a new conundrum.
I just had a thought. If we take our boards, we won't be able to take Tink. And she's going nuts now already because someone will need to look after either the baby or the dog.
Gotcha. It's up to you, man. It's your dog.
Thanks.
2 boards is better.
Yeah, 2 boards is better. I'll still try and surf as much as I can. We'll just fit the baby into whatever else we need to do. Run out after you. Can you... How do you hold it? See if Mitch can help. Do you want to take her for a little walk, Mitch, up and down the street while I do this? Maybe I'll get it one day. Is this got to come out or something?
No.
Now do what?
Now put your fingers up and lift them up at the same time.
All right, well, don't worry about the pram for the moment. We'll just go down for a little bit and then...
And we need the pram.
Why are these things always that bloody hard?
Should have watched when I was asking you to watch. Can you just put the pram in like that?
No. Well, we can't get it in the car. We're not taking it, so...
Well, we can get in the car.
Well, I can't get it in the car. Oh, and how did you turn it around? I don't understand how you don't know how you turn it around.
I do.
Half an hour later...
See? Takes a woman.
I was trying to explain to you what it needed to do.
Taking the baby to the beach.
Yeah, make sure you're not wrong, hey? It's so hot.
I just want to put his feet in the water.
I feel bad. The most frustrating and annoying thing about Glenn is that he's so stubborn. So he just won't back down.
While Glenn waits for his turn on the board, he contemplates some bigger waves.
Like every year for the past 9 years, I've gone to Hawaii for the surfing season over there for a month. I'd like to keep doing it as much as I can.
On the way home, the new family stop at the local surf shop,
Yeah, no, thanks heaps for that.
where baby Mako gets his first bodyboard.
How can you grow into it?
And the hot topic is the surf comp in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Are you going to go over for the trials and the...
Yeah, I don't know. I'm tossing up about it.
Your flights are $1,000?
Yeah, 100,000. So
it's not too bad.
100,000 is sweet. I might try and stay with one of the local guys.
So when's he going to ride that?
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Bobby. Okay, that'll do. Take a photo of him with Mummy.
Yes.
Is it nice? Do I look like a MILF?
It's a milk.
Hot mum.
Mother.
I like two.
Okay.
I think I'm actually better at the nappy thingy than Harry is. When I do the nappies, he doesn't go everywhere.
I've done it too tight. Like afterwards, there'll be like red marks on the thighs and stuff. So I can't find that like sweet spot of, or because if it's too loose, then it like slides down.
Yeah.
And then they poo, and it's like half in the diaper and half in the. Oh God.
I'll be back.
The time that Keenan leaked the whole diaper, Alan had to wear surgical gloves. Otherwise, he wouldn't change them.
How handy.
It's ridiculous.
I struggle with the dirty nappies still, eh?
I struggled at the start because remembering to push his doodle down. Because if it's pointed up, it'll come out everywhere.
I don't have issues actually putting it on there. I just have issues with what's in it. Yeah.
You just faint?
No, I don't faint. I'm going to vomit on the kid.
Yes, the smell just hits you, doesn't it?
Yeah,
You just...
It's like, have you done something? Ooh, yes, you have.
Mako had like his probably third poo explosion yesterday. And there was one big and then another one 3 times, and Glenn's like, oh, that was good. I'm like, it sounds like he might have leaked because that was a lot of like explosions. And Glenn picked him up. It was on his hand, all through the nappy, on the bed, and Glenn's going, help, help. And I was laughing. I'm like, can I take a photo? And he's like, help, just help.
I just keep saying, I'm like, when I'm 70, you're doing the same to me, mate. I'm like, you're gonna be wiping my ass.
Just getting a bit of sun on it, babe.
It's a sunny Sunday, and Damien, Kiri, and Mama Lita are out for a picnic in the park. But Damo manages to pull a few strings.
Let's go inside. There's a table inside. It's going to be really nice. It's shady, and it's going to be nice to get some seafood. Yes, I got a table.
How'd you get us a table, Nick?
Well, Damien knows. Okay, let's do it. Oh, this is beautiful. There's a massive lineup outside. So it's worked out really well.
The conversation turns to fathers.
I remember once we were at the beach, my dad had to go to work, and because we took so long, he took off. Left us at the beach.
And Alida has a word of advice for her son-in-law.
As much as, you know, your fitness is really important, you might have to think about how you're at home a little bit more when it matters. So time it so that if you have to work, come home for a few hours, say from 6:30 to 8:30, and then maybe go back to the shop, which they used to do before, isn't it?
Spend all night there.
Where?
In the shop.
Or do some work at home.
Home's home and work's work, and I've said
You might
You
need
that.
to do that.
might need to change it, because I always used to think that. And
Yeah.
it's not so much that you have the baby, Jamie, it's just the fact that you're there in the house.
Damien doesn't appear convinced. But the next day, Alida's words start to sink in.
I think that it's very important that I put time into Kiri, put time into the family, instead of just worry about myself. And I'm just going to make it happen.
Give me a second, babe. I'll wash my hands.
Damien is home early, and he's just in time to muck in.
What's that?
She's got a pooey nappy.
Yep. Mummy left you with a pooey nappy.
Yeah? Daddy's going to change
That's why you're crying.
Daddy's
right.
going to change it. It's a bit green today. It's a bit green.
She likes to be like you, babe, free.
She does. She likes to be a bit
Natural.
naked.
Take a look.
That wasn't so bad at all. I think Daddy should change every nappy.
That was good, wasn't it? Wow. I know you wouldn't cry.
While Damo's starting to get with the program, Marty's been running it from day one. But today is a big hair day as he gets ready to start his new job as a bar manager.
Are you excited?
Nervous, actually. I'm very nervous.
You can just play the baby card.
I will. And what do you have to do today?
I have to feed our hungry daughter. At some stage, I'll have to clean up some poo.
Good stuff. Very interesting. Very exciting. Okay, now remind me not to pick up the cat.
Don't pick up the cat.
I'm going to be quite all right. It's, you know, I've done this a million times.
Yes, you have. And you're amazing. So
I am.
just chill out.
I am. Thank you very much. Can you say that again in time?
Don't push it just because it's your first day.
It's a bit early to go back to work. I really need to get back into it, and it's nice to get out of the house. I like what I do. I enjoy it very much. So, yeah, and I haven't worked for 4 weeks now, 5 weeks. But, yeah, I'm a bit worried about leaving her by herself.
I think it will be good for me to have some time just with her because I have to learn how to do all this stuff.
Hi, sweetheart.
But as Marty leaves, Harry's relationship anxieties return.
It's been a real adjustment having to sort of rearrange our thinking on all of this sort of anger and resentment that both of us have been carrying around. And you add into that some very understandable insecurities about him leaving again or it not working out and then suddenly finding myself alone again. But so far, so good. Let's not jinx it.
Today is my first day back at work since baby was born, so I'm a bit anxious.
For 2 weeks, Alan's been doing the lion's share of the work, so it's a big day for Jennifer too.
Yeah, I hope I can just deal with all the feeding.
There's 2 in the back and 2 in the side.
I was just looking at whether we have a 60. He's been changing all the diapers, putting them into a swaddle, which I still have to practice.
Can't believe it's been 2 weeks already. Be good for mommy, okay? Just give it a try.
Also running to a tight schedule is Jennifer's confinement.
It's 7:20 and I'm about to have my first dose of ginger chicken soup. Ginger is supposed to make your body feel really warm, and I always end up sweating a lot. Oh, yeah. It feels like 50 degrees in here. I can't really even go on the balcony because it's windy, because the wind will weaken your body, something like that. Alan just messaged and he's only left the house for an hour. I should just say everything went chaotic as soon as he left.
It turns out to be a quiet day for Jennifer as Mum Tina takes over the baby chores. And she has a unique way of calming Caden down. When the doctor dad returns, Jennifer has some new house rules.
Hi. You've got to wash your hands before you can touch them and shower before you can hug them.
You're gonna watch me this time?
Yeah, just to make sure. You're splashing everywhere.
Good now?
Don't touch your shirt.
Next time, relationships are under pressure from sleep deprivation.
See, I'm a very understanding husband.
Are you being completely sarcastic?
I'm not being sarcastic.
A major health scare.
We're worried about brain development. We're worried about, you know, is she going to be slow? Is she going to have a problem? Is she going to have a lower IQ? Is she going to have a learning disability? You know, what's going on?
And a tongue tie?
So it's that little membrane under the tongue which is causing all these problems for you.
I don't think he wants to see that. That's kind of gross. Stop.